the next 3 weeks here demonstration mako jaw.
I also mean ya tools me kwa demonstration.
We need the tools.
Tools, yes.
Tools be.
Oh me gada.
Demonstration we need tools. Oh, you have a voice. Announce so be no chena be kore ni pegu.
My ye ho asem kra.
Me kwa jaw. Almost say yensu no.
You best stop you be galamsey.
Say we my full 11 cities. Na we kunya di anka me ento full 14 cities the entrance.
Galamsey.
Ayesu river ada 14 districts in our central region of Munyensu.
Galamsey is still there.
2012, that is what it was. Otherwise, there was no way they were going to win that election.
Okay.
2017, all the way to 2021, NDC executives created to me, FN is saying, selecting Crawford, Binomo de Kufado, I status. Teacher Nico, I'm also to me say, I buy about 2025, no. Me months mumano, because of the inflation in 23, about 5. Meanwhile, when brand inflation year 23, no, now me electricity, bo. Our firm says in the was here.
Eti ebusia. Miracle no. Yes. Since galamsey no say draw by do omu tu digigi no baba krum nti oso be demonstration. Eti miracle so be bua na mama yes demonstration no. Eni NDC for one twen na dey be emodia. Miracle send DC for that to galamsey se no mu tu no. Oma say should be so mo ka tell say should be any te omo boa o omo bana say na eti na mo say den show say yensu ni nyina ni akona kohwe amanfo eti wo se bra na mo mra mo mehwe also wa den dey say Bawumia NDC for so matete inflation aba from senge de gate wa enso ebesi ne o no mabo said eternity ya to electricity ya to nso bom edidam pa na NDC for chesomoyi.
This is Boadu TV, truth and integrity.
For your mudeni we na general be ye flag bearer ni we na fe there.
Oh, general never.
That's what they say. The people's man. Now, I need to my party. I don't know. So no difference.
Is it NDC general?
Oh, I say do so.
Oh, really?
I do so. I know Bieka.
Oh, NDC. By MPP as well.
Oh, send you Bawumia. Party via and Bibia.
Right.
Bawumia.
Well. Minim said they work from Bawumia camp and NDC. So, but first of all, my main share conversation I say and free. Yen I will memory. I say Ofa baby ISO president to goodwill NDC 1 year in office for the party. War assessment of the government of NDC after winning the election in 2024. 1 year in office, practically, and then Nema wo as Ghanaian. How will you assess the government?
Unia, to be very fair and honest with you, me say I don't pay conversation. No, be a team bia. Oma yenya conversation with a very open mind.
Right.
Because on my net, no crepa and say, adia sani yokufia. Okata weni MPP ni NDC uja tunchen. Sorry ya. Yeah, MPP ni NDC kakra. Pastor, we live our day-to-day lives. Now, if we don't have these conversations with very open mind,
right?
Now say your koswa there will be very serious consequences for us as a country.
Right.
Ghana, Ubekaya in the year 2000. Answer no man penin for Now, the country was a very difficult situation.
Yes.
In fact, for any MPP Babemu in 2000, it was as if Sienya independence.
It was
once in a year now, and then go for Sienya second independence.
That was true.
We actually say Sana friend independence. Yeah, because the second independence was Mampeninku for any MPP in 2000.
That's it.
This country was basically on its knees. To the extent say now, as I say, a corner could declare your own highly indebted poor country.
Epic.
Answer you to mean your fiscal space near the architecture of mine.
Right.
But no crap pounds were in a bit in say by the time our MPP and no man penny for do 2008 January no. No my way I find time I pay for to a large extent.
Yeah.
We say almost say we're the part of prosperity. In fact, yes, Ghana was a gateway to Africa.
That time.
Golden age of business. Who fear na banks HSU se beje bosia. MPP and the on my way who say a bit to me for manager per day and they are man for you at the same time. Because what him say there's no country it to me affect some issues in Ategya.
Not
so there's a fact, one of the facts, and they say there can be a government for 20 years. Our yes. Depending on the direction of the government. I always say me a praise a buying on roads, schools, hospitals, I use in the market. No, because we be a BCB.
Yes.
And no, omoya budget be a ube huba kumienu. Central government and secret district assembly BC and ministry BC.
Yeah.
But yen to be yes can see quine at the same time.
True.
It's se me wosi sala na se obedi o mampani 8 years. Na se wosi road any classroom blocks na me fa praise you. Na se me krom wa meye me kwan ama me dia na che se me no on mine de na me nyaye. But o mampani ko fo na me hu say National Health Insurance Scheme, free maternal health care, basic education are free, school feeding program here form metro mass transit buy na mpenimfo ko kra ne nkola school for to me fan free.
Yeah, can one semana pay.
Saniama we na niama say upese wo appraise abanya.
Yes.
Me in my view, debatable. But in my view, you bet to me I can say oh, ye nyina ye jutum say we the abanya or ye the say into why there. Otherwise the performance of the government is always going to be subjective, depending on where I sit. Because I'll say me quite 13,000. Man, I don't go for 13,000 kilometers of road.
Yes.
But me come like a coin up to now until like a phone can buy 1 year.
That will be a more assessment.
Exactly.
Because they are not benefiting.
Exactly. It is our case with the no assessment there. They be a become. I want us to have a very open conversation on this thing.
To you, the social intervention program.
That's the only way.
Okay.
That's the only way you're able to be like a certain fair level of assessment and as a baseline. Otherwise, you may argue, you're free or no. In spite of Sanyama way, Mampini Kufoni MPP in 2000 to 2008,
right.
You do somewhere February 2008. There was a global economic crunch. We are seeing Obekaya Wall Street on real estate issues.
Yeah.
There was so much struggles across the world. Ebika Ghana.
Yeah.
To the extent say na la passe ha. Nkofo e de gallons yellow e cross e be sin kofa dam ha cross nsu say e na de kofo gallon e ba ye no achemota gota nim e na ese nsu e de kofie ko no aduane. O kai say sambre no na fuel prices crisis ba ya yentumi to fuel e ho nsem bebre last minute akabe 1 month and say aban se matiti fuel so e de nsem bebre ba ye no. So there was genuine challenges in the year 2008.
Yeah.
What happened in that year was that, in spite of Sanya Maya Mabubo Nina, Charles Mampenuku you do 2008 as a challenge, it was pain, so much pain for the people. Then the NDC, as a party, converted the pain into campaign, and they started running all over the place. O Mampenuku for your crown for, Onoko Yombo for. On a man be a fenny gizayazi, Paul and Peter. In fact, Sassam we can confirm me. But sometimes when Uncle for Ebre. It's autocracy or crowds also enya we take ya say abakra ya ko bibia na say ho ye hi okay Richard Anane die
yeah
okay hotel de wawa yes o man peni ko fa ban sika e de akoye kosi prat fa camera so no nko one man okotwa den hu nsem. You remember bank statement and this for printing here say omo ya kron for hwe musika na de. So the people, and I said that time, so it was real, the hunger was real, the economic crisis was real, so the people voted against MPP. Now, and I'm a point and I'm a person making ever. So the NDC came to power in 2009. So, Obama, Obekaya, the reality was that the whole of 2009 to 2011, the NDC almost shut everybody down. And what they did was exactly what they are doing today. Professor Mills, NDC, Fifi Kwete, every week or your press conference, unprecedented single-digit inflation. It has never happened before. Remember, I said these were the people who said Kofo had stolen all the gold reserves from Bank of Ghana. Okay.
Allegations.
Until now, they are in power, and what they did was that they needed to sustain hate relationship between MPP and the people at the time. Until what they did, they say, Obe Kasa say, hey, now mo teacher for who say there be single digit inflation. Hey, driver for say no single digit inflation. Now mo inflation, now mo be arbeda kawanutum. It got to a point where it was almost difficult for the MPP between 2009 and 2011 to speak. After 2012, no, and at the repercussions of silencing everybody and building a facade, masking the inefficiencies with one-line item, no, we started seeing it. By 2013, this country had gone back to pre-2000. Ghana was basically on its knees. Protests at that time. Factories shut down. Industries were struggling. We couldn't pay salaries. Workers would work for 1 month, 3 months, to the extent that the government even had a 3-month pay policy. There was a freeze on employment in public sector. So many stress in 2013, all the way to 2016. When we got to 2016, the Kofor MPP government now, 2008, now the entire country was calling for us. You remember?
But they won 2012.
The entire country was, some say 2013.
So the hardship when it started in 2013.
2012, 2013. In fact, it started somewhere around June 2012, 2013.
Okay.
What saved the NDC in 2012 was that obviously there was that campaign and election was a grieving election. When unfortunately Omampeni Atame was a passe, you know. So that election, it was more like a rubber stamp at the time. There was no way NDC for campaign. That was the only time a political party be a campaign and the poster here black. Okay.
You want to say a sympathy vote?
Oh no, that is what it was. 2012, that is what it was. Otherwise, there was no way they were going to win that election.
Okay.
But that notwithstanding, they won.
Yeah.
Then we saw the repercussions in 2013, which were real. You can't talk your way out of it. By 2016, the country was clamoring for MPP.
Yeah.
When MPP came to power, 2017, all the way to 2021, NDC executives created to me, a friend is saying, a selecting Krofo binomo de Kufado, I status. The goodwill Kufado had between 2017 and 2021, I don't think any president had same in our recent history.
Really?
Now 2020, Sunday Swa. 2020 Sundays were all interpretation of Ntomano de Kasayano. It was in the Kufado's first 12 months. In a day, either the first or the second most important social intervention policy by Ghana, free SHS, first 12 months.
Yeah, within the first
year. The first 12 months.
Yes.
So you couldn't have even fought him when it comes to his popularity. Because the number of Nkolane homes are almost benefiting from free SHS. You know? There was no way you could beat him to his popularity. You remember?
Yeah, the free SHS, it became very...
Ekufodo's first year, all the rating agencies, money at the rated him about 84 to 88% goodwill. The ratings, the performance.
And economic...
yes, on everything. Yes. But when we came in 2017, maybe an inflation, maybe a tamba in the it was really good. Unfortunately.
Yes.
Then in 2022, if you recall, our problem started somewhere December 2021. That was the time there were conversations between the government going to IMF on time, and others said we shouldn't go. And our finance minister said we are a proud nation, we don't have to go. That was the time they said we're trying to get an alternative to going to IMF, and we should introduce an electronic levy that will give us the needed revenue. And electronic levy won't talk and run a year to somewhere March, April 2022.
Yes.
So by the time now we've already been derailed because within all that 6 months period now, to even identify what revenue head will be able to use to deal with our issues, the economy was gone. Then from January 2022, now I think dollar was around 60 days. July 2022, now dollar could do 12 cedis. In fact, Obekaya, social media, somewhere in June to July, in a day, dollar to me pay 5 times.
Yes.
Edu baby can now to say if they say competition as a comic relief. It was real. The economic challenge in 2022 was real. Nobody can run away from it.
So when it's a global and it affected
it was global. It was global.
It was, but I mean the way it affected different countries.
So countries, you see, naturally countries would feel the effect differently based on the structure of the economy.
Okay.
The truth of the matter is that in spite of all the things we may or may not have done right or wrong in our local economic management, but for that global crisis, we wouldn't have had that effect. Yeah. This country since Kufo, I think, or even just a little before Kufo, had had a cycle. Afibia, just before the first 3 months, you go to the Eurobond, go and borrow some dollars, come and use it. That is what the business community will use. Then maybe somewhere around June, July, Cocoa Board, syndicate loan dollars will come. So once you missed that window, once you miss that window,
the cushion,
you are going to once you miss that window in 2022, you're going to suffer. And you know, in 2020, we couldn't get it. That was when we were shut up.
We shut up.
Until we couldn't get it. So, like I'm saying, but for the global economic challenges, we would have felt that in spite of, we can debate the economic strategies, local strategies. We can debate that. But for the global, if I say inconveniences, we would have experienced that. US, they experienced a 40-year never seen before inflation.
Inflation, yeah.
UK, Germany, do baby na esam ene angwakro mu nyanto. We can't downplay these facts. So I just say we can say oh, none of the structures are different.
Okay. Was it because our structure was not robust?
Yes. Even now it's still not robust. It's still not robust. You and I know.
So we were just on a hanging economy.
No, because you see, the fact of the matter is that any economy that is importing more than you are producing, you are not robust. And Ghana, you know, you and I know, say, as at 1994, the NDC had sold 300 of our factories. So we didn't have any industrial base.
They have sold for what?
Sorry.
I was diverse teacher.
No, it was sold. Sorry. No. Don't debate it. Now, a friend is saying, come beef will say, it was turned into a church. So it was sold.
But because they were making losses,
so you see, that's another debate. Some other people would go into PPPs and not necessarily sell it off.
Okay.
Because you are killing the industrial base of the country. So it was sold. Okay. Some were used as churches, some were used as warehouses. 300 of our factories were sold, diversified. Ebu said chupa chops. That is true. It's part of our history.
Yeah.
You can't run away from it. Now, it was a decision some people had to take.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because of lack of industrial base in our mind way, until we get to a point where it's fully built and is robust, be to affect us, positive or negative. I'll give you some of the positives. For example, and let me know, when said 2022 June or July? I will get the exact month.
Okay.
International crude price was about, I think, $156 or so
on the oil market.
125 June 2022.
Yeah.
Crude was $125. Okay, per barrel. 1 liter Ghana near 11 cedis.
This 2022.
2022.
Yes.
Near 11 cedis.
Yes.
1 liter. You can check. June 2022. 1 liter was 11 cedis. At a time where international crude was $125. Today,
yes,
1 liter is 58 barrels.
There's above from less than
100, almost about $100 crowd a day.
A free so.
So clearly it will affect our fuel pricing in Ghana.
We don't control.
We don't.
Yeah.
As we speak today, all the goods we are enjoying with our fuel price and the dollar in international crude price can home. Because let me explain to you. Say, you got 1 million barrels.
Yes.
Of international crude about Ghana in 2022.
Yes.
It was going to cost us $125 million.
Yes.
Anamwa.
Yeah.
Said $125.
Why 125 to $125 million?
Times 1 million.
Yes.
It was going to cost us $125 million.
Yes, exactly.
And they got the same 1 million barrels. It cost 58 million.
58 million.
So do you know the effect? The effect is that the amount of dollars bosomi way now you be here akoto 1 million barrels of crude about Ghana no. Aswati by almost $100 million.
Okay.
Which has reduced the country's demand for dollar. Unlike in 2022, when the crude was 158 and you needed 158 million.
Okay.
What it means is that naturally it will have a positive impact on your currency.
Right.
Because you're not looking for so much dollar. It will strengthen your currency. So we shouldn't downplay that positive effect also.
Okay.
If God forbid Iran crisis here has started,
yes,
crude epeja. That's international crude. Echo 150, 168. Our fuel price will not stay as it is.
And it affect your dollar.
It would. That is true. Economics.
So do we know for this fact, say dollar and fuel, young economy no it need the robustness to handle it.
But that is a fundamental.
So why do we do politics? See, because now do a politics campaign with fuel price and a dollar.
And I'm a Haman so.
And I'm a Haman so yes. So if we know
that
this,
is the politicians in there.
Okay.
Yeah, no see about honey and obekasa.
Dia mo pena moka.
Dia yebeka wo no obeto abama eneka. But it doesn't change the fact. No, it might not necessarily be a lie. Data can be used for different things.
Okay.
Data as I make actually. Only NDC Biakasa, he will not tell you this as a reason or one of the reasons of our dollar and crude performance.
Because you are in opposition. Because if you are in power, you won't say
exactly. But it doesn't mean say Oboa. No. It doesn't mean say the Oboa na they are make a choice me boa. Say they make a choice true.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Every month, let's assume say in a month we buy 1 million barrels of crude.
Yes.
We are using $100 million less. What it means is that
compared to 2022.
So it will possibly affect your way. So the crude price is a major reason why our dollar is performing the way it's performing.
Is that why you will say the government is only lucky?
No, the government is not lucky.
Yeah.
The government is not lucky. The government has made certain decisions and choices. The government is not lucky. For example, and I'll get there. I mean, issue. No?
Okay.
So in 2022, because of the challenges and the difficulties,
yes,
the country struggled. Then again, the same NDC, they latched on the pain of the people and started campaigning. No doubt about that. That's what the opposition does.
Yeah.
And then we are by a base and the Domoya and some angel ha. That's why hey, Monto Mama Hama, Monto about then I'm almost unique curtains, maybe curtains amount. You do nursing, oh you buy a automatic placement amount. You do oh you buy and the person mutibia near Kaka. The Kakan Samna and then Yamia Dom. On mining in this idea say ampa. On mine my thing. Also say oba. Emranti eni adwuma nyina no ka chom say oba obey 133 shift. Now we are emphatic one can say ebia you were clear. Also bema on mining nyina ye adwuma 24 hours.
Yes.
Private sector and public sector. Minim say untumi nye. Into miracles in particular. We are aware. I was one of the major critics of that campaign.
24 hours.
Because I know say one, it doesn't make sense, and two, it's not feasible. Because 24-hour economy is a push and pull situation. My politics by Yadrimu and Dias are dreaming do. So I just say a demand and supply. Sameme ton wachi la pass ha.
Right.
Now say I match one and crofo be line to and ya wa buying in our D2 BC me say menton one match one. Me na meton. Now watch be wo kwan so. Ye wo invest your Ghana near be tobi. I match na me check junction ho.
Yes.
Minim say that's wo ho.
Yeah.
I match na no ton.
Extra wo.
And ya buying na D2 C niti. Say extra wo the watching be si ho. Na say 12 e be ameton e na on 1 12. Say what can I say?
And push and pull.
And push and pull.
Demand and supply.
Number 2. I told them say there is nowhere in the world that 24-hour economy. And yet the entire country, everywhere in the world, there is a certain level of 24-hour economy. Except that it happens in pockets of the country, areas via demand, you know. Emma make I say Ghana ha krebi o hadada. Osu was for street. Omonda. Osu was for street. I mean no one idea what time. Yeah, where breakfast to breakfast. Lebanese for no. Omo and you be na and buy na dey BBC omti so monton. They sell because breakfast to breakfast 3 a.m. crown. Ya kofa okoto bibi.
Yes.
Oko Atemuda Lagos Avenue. Oh mama, and na buy na dey to akosi omti. So I kept telling them. Felix Kwachofosu, I was in studio with him. He told me say Minjai na government to stimulate the economy so that the watches sell no crown. I want Lakeside no. Obetumi aton watche ayamache na me say Lakeside ho na mete. Sa Lakeside ho na mete no. Say ayamache 1 obi antwema o nipa no free efe ne say sika kra watch no de kosi 2-3 days on ko biem
obi ama
Sami Okudjota Blakwa honorable e ka kire yen say 24-hour economy ni chese on be si regional airports General Mosquito incoming flag bearer e ka kire yen say 24-hour economy chese organize or what techiman kwan so ayamache 2 obeye dwuma Oman Penny John Dramani Mama His Excellency Abebio onakasa ka kire yen say 24-hour economy no discotheque disco okan manifesto as you discotheque for be 24-hour economy enti boomerang yeah what da yechi
yes
and upon 11 ube wura na boom because I want to call endura edwuma na najo no air club ebo one no mapon akoda na omo mo call ewia na aba club. That's what they told us. That's what they actually said. And he didn't say it say be a comedy show. He said it on a manifesto platform. But I knew it it wasn't possible. But you told the people you do it. There are millions of young people now, they were looking for a leader that will give them jobs, you know. Believed in you.
Yes.
What's the public sector? Oko ministries are director no ye juma or ye in charge of projects, programs, management, evaluation. No, obefa mi ensa. Bako beba no pa no apo awia na bako abewia no apon na bako aba no aba. Minim se wuntumi ye ba so be ye. Because me no ka say controller ho no. And then you see, you 60% of your revenue into your salary.
More than that.
Of just about 800,000 workers. And you are looking in the face of the citizens and still telling them, so, Obey no more homiansa. Sikawe no ibeti omoka. So I knew it was a lie. But they succeeded in
why do
telling
you
the people.
say it's a lie when Ghana Publishing, Ghana Ports, DVLA, Omunyina so my implement?
So you see, it comes back to my argument that you can do it in pockets of places.
So it started.
No, it just started. Okay. Don't do that to yourself. Otherwise, I will hold you.
No.
You and I. Wait. Let me help you.
Okay.
Let me help you.
Yeah.
I know where this is going. Let me tell you something. We are not dying now. We are going to live to the end of this tenure. Don't put yourself in a certain corner.
No.
You and I know that 24-hour economy is a demand-supply situation.
Right.
Ghana Publishing was doing 24-hour economy under David Asante in 2024.
Before this guy.
Yes.
So it's practical.
About Newtown, a printing press for your 24-hour economy.
Do it. Okay.
So it's there.
And the DVLA?
They are doing it now. So it's possible. Because for them, there's a demand for it.
And the other areas almost started.
Local government, where they are 24-hour economy. Where they are 24-hour economy or environmental ministry. What are you going to do there?
No. You want
to be here.
Okay.
Because see, when you go to the ministries and agencies now, I am at 12 no obeying. Momu ya advert class I am at 2 boyfriend be man the girl check. No akoyiska. And then this for advert when omo brand ambassador DKB.
Okay.
When
so I'm rejected.
No, but the fact is that we told you it wasn't possible.
Okay.
We told you that 24-hour economy can be done in certain areas. So tell the people as it is. But don't tell them, enti meba, would you say a friend is saying, abai able to wear 133 in public institutions?
Like be a passport office.
And yeah, baby, that's what they said. Yes, but that's what they told us. We have all the videos. Super men for man aboni
all the public.
Me what videos ni nyina, me what videos ba kuma ku 33 of NDC from penny for Mampeni Akasa to the last person to Pudon
on 24
from Mampeni to Pudon 33 videos.
Okay.
And you see the reason why I did that was because the time I would debate here, I was mindful of what they were saying and I kept asking them. I kept probing and say, "Who you sure say now person worker?" And the sister says, "Son on person worker." Hey, but what kind of Mampeni say? Astroturfs ni esi no. Ohun de enti e ball one na da ho. I ma tutu o me ball. Sports Obama.
Na eno anya practical.
Now English Premier League probably second export.
Anyway, boys need one. I did that.
One and two.
But 24 hours. They were doing that before.
Matthias, you say English Premiership. English Premiership. I know now major export now. See, almost like a draw so I see 2-3% of your GDP. One two.
No, so what?
I'm on 24 hours economy. But was okay. That should tell you how ridiculous the whole conversation was. But again, this was a party that was campaigning at a time where the people were in pain.
Yes.
Until they latch on the sentiments of the people and they say anything and whatever. Now you are in office.
Yes.
The same playbook now, NDC, the bar 2009 now. Omobaya, under very difficult situations post 2008, you know. BBR, single digit inflation, unprecedented single digit inflation. That's what they are doing again.
Right.
Today, what can say be a dollar above?
Maybe so say assess the government, but you have stayed on 24-hour economy for 25 minutes.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
No,
that's a lie. I started 24-hour economy has just been 5 minutes.
What the free
I was just telling you about your friend is saying crude oil was 25. 24 economy 5 minutes ago.
Crude oil they free 4.
And yet 5 minutes ago near 24 economy.
No.
That now exaggerated say 20 minutes.
No. Person make say I say who stay on 24-hour economy say omuntu me nyeye.
I mentioned so many other things and came to 24-hour economy.
No, crude oil.
5 minutes. No. When I made 24-hour economy for the record. I haven't done 20 minutes.
Me say the first
fact check.
Yeah, the first 25 minutes here, I can say, because I assess the government.
No, I gave you a background.
The background.
I gave you this government. No. I gave you a background. In the middle of bedu hana make catch or say. Playbook no the mind in 2009. Where they shut everybody up. In the first 2 years, okay, be a single digit inflation. It's year come. Okay, be a single digit inflation year come no. 2025.
Okay.
Any 2026 or mobile no. The same playbook.
Okay.
Na me.
Okay.
Me problem war.
Okay.
Me problem ne say, and this is why I want the government to listen to me.
Okay.
Without malice.
Okay.
Without malice, because you see, we don't need NDC to fail before MPP comes.
Yeah.
NDC, you don't need it to fail before MPP comes. No government can satisfy the entire country.
Right.
But what we don't want, and they say, a buy no better to your mind no complete.
Yeah.
This is no more year in 2016, no. I say, Aba.
Okay.
Oba, now I bet spend 3-4 years of your time trying to fix the mess. Ube, you know, now when you're some, no more say you sweat here. That is why I'm saying that. Listen, so mama, say they are buying to me mawa. You owe the people a responsibility to first of all listen to them.
Okay.
No matter how minute those voices are, we can be only 10 people, but we are citizens.
Okay.
You must listen to us. But the current culture of Monkamanuntum, MPP for Kronfo, my say, Entimuntumin Casano, I disagree. I vehemently another that's a coffee breaker. Look, I'm sure trade say be on Kebia.
One make statement say or more cancer.
Oh no, but at least when I go to my trade, I can even show you so many tags. So many tags.
Who?
Oh, not so many people. I mean, when you go on social media, I cannot pinpoint, but it's there. When we say conversations on social media, you say even the NDC people, NDC, and penny for Lankasa, Okasa and Akanutum, Nayawo, Feles Quacho Fosu Akebi, Sami Jemfi Akebi, Elikem Kotoko Akebi. These are people like Okasa Musekanutum, Namomoya West.
But is it not true?
What is true?
That you
what is
the
true?
economy west.
It is a lie. Wait, hold on.
No.
Hold on, it's a lie. It's a lie.
Is it not true that
it's a lie? It's not true.
No, is it not true that Ghanaians voted against your government because you made the
Don't change your way. It is not true that it is not true that we make the economy worse. It is not true. No, it's not true.
The NPP government
It is not true.
Okay, so
now let's go into the conversations
on the economy.
You see, me a teacher ni.
Okay.
Me try de ewo kokren to me.
Right.
Ye kotoa beti ananado. Ye kotoa beti ananado no.
Yes.
Niema na me gina so kotoa beti ananado ne se mabrabo mo ayeden. Abrabo mo ayeden na ye economy. Abrabo mo ayeden na ye economy.
Right.
Abrabo mo adwo na ye economy. Ema me. Wo na we ya ban na wo kra books na wo chocho mo no. You can have all your means to that output.
Exactly.
But me de o productivity American ne se mabrabo mbedwo.
Yes.
Eno ho asa na me beka. 80 inflation ekosro.
Right.
Ye fi abemu na inflation was 23%. Ye fi abemu na inflation even dollar 14 cedis.
Yeah.
And na niamani be break cost. At least these two indicators I know is what at the moment is better than it was in 2024. Otherwise, the economic growth and everything, 2024 even the economy grew better than 2025
inflation
grew.
And dollar.
And
a food.
2024 the economy grew even better than 2025. But I'm finding into inflation, dollar and a fool. Sanya mami ensawe.
Eno kuana.
No, meba. Sanya mami ensawe. Ensa na ba femu.
Okay.
Eno na meba behwe. Sanya nene adi endi sifoka. Omaka before aka.
About the economy.
Yes. These are the three things they say.
Oh, no. I'm sure say who person who can dear or more can say dear Ghana for.
Mention that's a Ghana for saying Ghana for. You better sample demo is here. Nyaboche bedro.
Okay.
Near mami ensa. And then this for wasam. Say being omudi biaka bit biaka. Almost $1 improve, which is true.
Yes.
14 to 10.
Yes.
Inflation they moving from a drastic 23% to 5%. And now back on last 1 year day. Fuel and moving from 14 cities to 11 cities. That is all true.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Me ye teacher ni me okukure ntumi. Me ye trade.
Yes.
Bosumi bia aketua etua me in 2024 na 3,000 cedis. 2025 ya 9%. Nti bia ka amudam fansa ko 3,500.
Yes.
Okay. Me ji misika e wo de amede ye. Wonso wo ji usika e wo de ade ye. Be isa ne se sunu aduane ye nyina ye dinti. Ye befa ne ma me ne umie no nyina ye tua ho ka. Ne ya hwe. Me boa.
Yes.
2024 nana inflation 23%. Dollar 14 cedis. Fuel 14 cedis no. Now 3,000 cedis na wo je no. Ukutua wo electricity afemu ni nyina utua 1,000 cedis per year. Afemu ni nyina. 2025.
Yes.
Inflation if 23 about drastic 5%. Fuel moving from 14 about 11. Dollar moving from 14 about 10. Ukutua fuel utua fuel 1,000 ukotofu electricity auto electricity 1,306 Ghana cedis because I'm buying at 28%.
Okay.
Me kotua water bill na me tua water bill 1,000 cedis 2024 from the same money and then me tua water bill 1,150 because I'm buying at 15%.
Right.
Me nua kojo mensa or University of Ghana. Na me tua school fees 1,650 2024. And ne o tua school fees 2,650 University of Ghana. Even the hostel baby are not done. na me tuya 6,200
right.
and then me tuya 7,800 me
yes
wo be catch me teacher ni coach me wo kokrontu me say aban na about 2025 no me monse mu ma no because of the inflation if 23 about 5 and the dollar if 14 about 10 and the fuel if 14 about 11 meanwhile when brand na inflation year 23 no na me electricity bo e wo fam sense na wo sisi a aba na inflation wo 23 no na me nsuo bo e wo fam sisi a I was saving more in 2024 than I am saving now in 2025. How do you convince such a person according to me?
Okay, that is for the person who pays for electricity because it's been increased, and the person who pays for a hostel and school fees because it's been increased. But if you check,
hold on,
now check Ghana Statistical Service. Now share inflation, especially food inflation and the other factors. You clearly see, say, who pay electricity now, pay the other factors. Who affect you now? Generally. Inflation will low until people can spend more.
That is where you are wrong. Because you see, when you are going to do a general assessment, when you're going to do a general assessment, you don't pick things that people can do without. Yes. Afibia yedi emo rice once a year.
Food and yet no. So
I don't know say okay, which element are you using that say generally?
I am saying
which element are you picking I say generally?
You have picked school fees.
Because that is what everybody cannot avoid. Every Ghanaian. Ask wait. All of your people in this room.
Yes.
Who doesn't pay electricity? Who doesn't pay water? Those are things, school fees, electricity and water is the common element.
Yes.
That everybody pays that you can use to compare. But who do you because I so go to like
so me see food inflation.
And that's food no, but which food has come down? Okay, say about from my young
no Ghana Statistical Service.
Which food?
All food stuff.
And I am telling you that the reason why we don't use food.
All food stuff.
The reason why you don't use food to judge people's cost of living in a situation like this is because for example, me say, me use me as an example.
School fees, the obeti.
Obi school fees.
But won't mean use Obi and about school.
I'll be able to school. Oi,
young boys are more.
Obanko school. See, me tell school fees. Me tell the commodity school fees. Obanko school a unu abako. One kasakra ebi awoko.
Right.
So that one a common element. But unto me fa a more oil, sardine, and a corn beef.
And yet,
Debbie, I tell come lata. Obi do a bro me. You do a bro na.
Okay.
You trap. Ye da begu apatano so e ofie ye banche oh no say squad no wa ha ye banche banche ni yetudi bode no ene ni yetwa
okay
bode no ni yetwa enti say me to me banche na me koton wadwem
okay
na me nya 2,000 Ghana cedis am be fie a say 2,000 Ghana cedis am nya ye na me de be fie no me fe bi koton mo me fe bi koton bro me fe bi koton banche. It's all cost of living now. Don't come and speak to me.
I affect you differently.
They are affecting me. I'm away crazy. I affect who I would think kind. You to me avoid electricity, water, school fees. Nobody avoids these things. Okay. So if we want to have a fair basis of measurement, don't go and pick. Mr. Don't put a man call in other things. Why should I use milk? Milk has gone up, but why should I use it? Farm milk near 23 cedi, near 25 cedi. Why should I use it? Carton of milk has gone up. Why should I use it? Because I can live without. There are okay, obi say na yakoto fuel, na me fuel no me kota yateso. Oma. What is the total number of vehicles in the DVLA database as compared to the population? How do you want to measure the cost of living of your citizens using 10% of the people are omuko pake omuka omuto anabafem? That is the reason why when you go, I was in the market on Saturday. The reason why there's a big disconnect between what the government is saying and the reality on the ground is that the government seems to be focused on the few elites and those who can afford. Let me tell you something. Say, dollar na abafem. Do you know who are the beneficiaries? The rich and the business people. And I explain to you. I'll come back to the cost of living conversation.
Dollar doesn't affect the poor.
No, it doesn't. I'll explain to you.
No.
It doesn't.
The dollar rate doesn't affect.
In the current context, it does not, and I'll prove to you.
The current context.
No, me proving to you.
Dollar rate doesn't affect.
It doesn't. In the current context, it doesn't.
Why?
Because you see, the economy is being managed in a way that the government is very focused in showing us good dollars on paper, but the real sectors of the economy is suffering. So ultimately, the citizens do not benefit. Let me explain to you.
I'm coming. So if I'm a citizen, now me talk car we broaching. na me was CD. Message sana me dia to.
Perfect. You see, so you are coming to my argument. Elitist. How many of you? How many cars? How many are you?
Elitist for the talker.
Now how many? Do you know that there are 36 million people in Ghana? 36 million. How many percentage of them brought cars into this country in 2025?
So Obi or talker and ordinary Ghana.
Debbie, no, you are not.
Obi or talker.
You are not.
On your ordinary.
Tell me, ordinary Ghanaian or you Obi or talker?
Obi or you.
No. See, ordinary Ghanaian now no offend the sika kwasa dollar. So you see, when mo na mo de yemo analysis, enti na Ghana for do na ebre no. There are 36 million people in Ghana. How many cars were brought into the country last year?
So calm
down.
No.
No, who answer? We make our answer now. The person me answer. We're having a conversation.
Obi a auto car. Woye juma for first, second, third year. Or person auto car as a young girl. Now or $60 in 2024. Now dollar no will be a 15. Now say a 10. Now say nipa no so on your ordinary Ghanaian.
Answer my question.
Yeah.
Afi money nyina no.
Yes.
Nipa 36 million no. E modudo say na the dollar the car ba Ghana.
Not even more than 200,000.
Exactly.
Yes.
And if you are going to use, that's why I was going to give you those who benefit from the dollar. Give me time.
Okay.
The business people and the elite. And I'll explain to you. Businessman or crying so we fear brocheba. January 2025. Now okra $1,000.
Yes.
And see, if I say or person $1,000 eko kraba into here 14,000 cedis.
Right.
And ne or kokra the same into here $1,000 into here 10,000 Ghana cedis. Into no when you have for 4,000.
Okay.
Because sa 14,000 cedis na ko de koto dollars na ko currency no 4,000 na question the bottom.
Okay.
But okoto nso ne buy no. Let me tell you what is happening in the market. Until now, better say buying penny for say businessmen and let me tell you what is happening in the market. Within 5 weeks, dollar name moving from 14 about 12. Because at 12. And a businessman they are cotons who naba. Or buy no by the time of 6 weeks, Niamani fee Malaysia bedu Ghana no. Now dollar name moving from 12 to 13. Or started so all Tony and move from 13 about 11. The business community in Ghana will tell you. Say they are not sure the movement of the dollar because a buying power not the $1 billion abation or not the $2 billion abation they are not sure where the dollar stands. So most of the business people are using 13 cedis as their rate of exchange in their business in pricing. Number 2, opa and then kasa utu kwa call any of your banks. Now check a rate be no bank will sell their dollar to you less than 12.3 cedis today in Ghana. Call websites, go to their websites and check. You and I know that the BOG rate aggregated at the end of the business day. No bank is giving their dollar less than 12.3 to you. So on no businessman now will take radio so I will say or minimum because 10.9 he's not getting his dollar at 10.9. 1, 2, he's not sure where the dollar stands. It was so say me to dollar no 11 and I made the coy. Now man sheni year maybe tombe no na feel 11 I call 11.9. By the time I met Tom Madi and baby, I'm a baka. This I'm a copy me see this because once I'm
$80 assembly and say account.
No, I mean number 3. Anka dollar no, you can't want some in the context where it is connected with investment and real sector. Mama time I mean church where the muyi. No, you better do this is when these are the realities. That is why there is a big disconnect. That is why the first time in the history of this country, dollar is coming down. Inflation is coming down, but prices of goods are going up.
The fundamental question is, who can see? I say, OSHA 2024 now they compare now. Generally, living conditions are higher than 20.
I am in America. The figures are here. No. I'm in America. I'm an example. In Suayanum, sachet water. Me a message.
You can't living conditions. I mean, you should say prices in quantity.
No. I price Obama.
You can't say living conditions. Prices can be higher, but people are purchasing power so higher.
Purchasing power na make catch we. Purchasing power na make we. Purchasing power it's see this is purchasing power.
Dennis, o mama mbus, on say o kasa o mama mbus are.
Na me say me you ano.
Me say see o person was said to say the living conditions in Ghana now are worse off than 2020.
No, the fact. I am in a mere set. I'm giving you the data.
From
now I'm giving you prices. Me to school fees, I'm paying more. Me to electricity, I'm paying more. Me to water, I'm paying more. In Suameno, I'm paying more. Sachet water, I'm paying more.
These are the 4, 5.
No, there are more. I can mention all to you if you give me time.
Items are cost row.
Yes, baby.
Okay.
Share your friend is saying, Milu, 500. Is it 500? Yeah, 500 gram Milu. Sachet dieno.
Yes.
Na your tono. Away from po. Your tono 50 cities and your tono 73 cities. 10 of Milo, the air to ya, the Aquaida ho or year way.
Yeah.
Near 50 cities, at 75 cities.
Yes.
Sisia.
It's in now.
Farm milk, now but farm milk, near some farm milk, yeah, no me. Colacos comedy 2 money, near 23, year 25. Crate of egg, near 55, year 70.
Okay.
Member being count.
Crate of 5,
Near 55, year 70, yes. 55, year 70. 2024, near 55.
Crate of egg,
near 55, and near 70.
Really?
Now,
Crate of
so what? I mean, ball of kenke, ball of kenke, near 5 cedi, and then average 7. University of Ghana students, our Faka free Okongro Junction, Echo TF hostel, no to 10 cedi or to 12 cedi. So when you tell that person, say cost of living, coffee, now your other things are, I am Bessametias here. Nipano, Nika, Obo, and Neno. And also, let me tell you one other analysis that I did that proves this. Fair?
Yeah.
Antiakosia, dear, Mammy, so Antiakosia. Antiakosia, not 2024, 18,000.
Yes.
Ne annual income. 2025, the annual income, a pager, a con 19,620.
Yeah.
However, Antiakosia expenses, electricity, not to 3,600, and not to 4,613. Water bill, not to 960, and not to 1,151.
Yes.
School fees, not to 1,650, and not to 2,350. Hostel fees, 6,200, and then 7,800. Now let me show you where the purchasing power comes in. Antiakosia used to save 5,590 at the end of the year from the Sika Unya, and then Osebi only 3,705. Into the purchasing power now can
perform. So the economy is
Don't let us underestimate these people. Go and take the teacher, take the taxi driver. The realities are there.
Okay.
The fact is that it doesn't negate the fact that dollar has gone down. The American doesn't negate the fact that fuel has come down. The American doesn't negate the fact that inflation has come down. But Obama,
living conditions,
we should be worried when inflation moves from 23 to 5, and yet you see increase in prices above 15-20%. Because you can't say inflation above, when you just say cost row, but say cost row above, 23 to 5 drop a huge.
5.4.
Huge. So you see, we need to draw the government's attention. And there's a reason why the thing is happening like that. Let me explain to you. Government is not spending. I'm not the one saying it. Okofa buying budget already 2025 by Obama. 30% per annual spending when the capital expenditure. Go and ask all the ministries, departments, and agencies. Government didn't release their money to them to work. Even World Bank funded projects, Sikakra Bar, a see why is buying release normal projects. Now it is the government strategy to deliberately push down inflation, because you see, if the government doesn't spend, the government is the biggest spender in the economy.
Yes.
If the government is not spending, businessmen are not receiving money. And see, a new man cost. Say new man cost. This is what happens. So, go to your contract and a car. Obako cran in fidi. Any no mafia brutally. What it means? Obako $1. Oko $1 no be na. $1 no be cost. They are buying him sir into your contractors. No. Listen, don't. Okay. You see, it's a very serious intellectual business. I don't want to trivialize it. I am telling you about people's cost of living.
So living conditions now.
See, let me tell you, there are some people in the country who are doing very well.
Okay.
Especially $1 duda. Yes, $1 duda. To call US, so here dollar. First one come here 14,000. No, they are $1,000. So here 10,000. No, why de?
Okay.
Mutia GIS school fees. Mutia Roman Reed school fees. Mutia Lincoln school fees in dollars. They are okay. Those people who did not cast and say we are going to be. But Obama, think about the masses. Think about the masses. You and I know, say in the past, say PURC because of a increase in fuel, say utility.
Yeah.
2 reasons. Omeka just say inflation and the dollar. How is it that dollar is going down, inflation is going down, but PURC is increasing electricity? 12 months, Obama, 12 months, 28%. Guy, we need to talk about this. We're not saying it to downplay the government's effort in making our macroeconomic indicators look good. But we are only saying there is a disconnect. When the macroeconomic indicators are improving, we should see it improving in the microeconomic indicators.
In the lives of people.
In the lives of people.
Exactly.
And I'm not the one saying the data and the figures, is what we are seeing.
My main family last minute or candidates or contesting.
Yeah, I can't remember
okay, me what 10 minutes.
Me candidates in the Menokas or Tamale delegates in Ekasa. I just want to know myself. Galamsey.
Yes.
Galamsey. I want to see you take the advocacy in the fight against galamsey to the government. Don't play with it.
No, we're serious.
Look at all my clips. I am quite clear in my mind because I was in the local government sector.
Yeah.
Say galamsey is the biggest existential threat that we face as a country. Don't let us play with it.
True.
Abangwe, they are playing with us.
Of all the things
Am I then? Mami adia baako na eni ho as a 7 January 2025 Abangwe aye na eni ho dada.
Baako pe. Metimi aka said the most significant amahu ye the repeal of the LI that allows mining in forest and water.
Great. So it brings me back to this government and their PR. You see, for us the people, actions mean nothing. Baby, I me Juma previously. Almost say effort is nothing. Just a productivity outcome. Okache say the entire enkrofo eye galamsey ne say aban ekufado e pass mbrebi LI.
Yeah.
Why repel LI no? Why is the galamsey escalating? So if the galamsey is escalating, even though you have repealed the LI, and you come and tell me say months more because why repeal LI? What sense is there in it? Listen, the thing is a serious matter. NDC for no, I mean, can't say much. Oko mining areas now. Oma it is handing over. Oma no more galamsey that nina ejina left. And NDC penifone ejina right. No mutunti no more handing over notes. They are mining and destroying our area for the first time in the history of this country. Oh, party executives. Ebuakwa South MC and Kase Numutun Ewo PAC. Say, the NDC constituency chairman na galamsey on the constituency. Upper Dencha East NDC constituency chairman. Our video so Joy News camera capture no. Okra soja for many echeche nem ne so mu fi area hono ye ne camp. Onye ne galamsey. Tano North o say tano de and MC. On one pick up white and I say all they protected galamseyers. For the first time in the history of this country, in the middle of also it was reported in news.
Okay.
And see, for the first time in the history of this country, in the middle of a school, Ghana, in the middle of a school, in a galamsey, in the middle of a school, Kwaben Senior High School. Me na me this video no to adeti na police for kochi. How can it be? Call school STEM school ya ekufado ye wo etiwa East. Omo ye galamsey wo dan na chipe. Akrokre College school in Fifi no ye galamsey. School bi e Eastern region. Omo betu galamsey wo school nim na me mato me boda me pese mekasa. Omo transfer teachers e ho nyina. You know, the NDC executives near their teachers aba school nim. And omo prepare omo betu galamsey wo dan ni ho nechi. Now me pese
the NDC teachers na aba school.
I am telling you for a fact. Na pese me train. Omo 2 years na me dey abechero.
Okay.
So I just say. So you see I have been to Ofen, me call Ofen River. Baby omo ye galamsey no. Police barrier a bridge in so.
Yeah.
Police barrier or bridge in so. Who's a police barrier? Uhu chamfan no, and uhu excavator no. Omu to galamsey. Makopra River is so nada. Ayesu River ada 14 districts in our central region.
Galamsey is still a threat.
You see, the point is that the reason why you need to do more than you did under Kufado in the fight against galamsey, they said this government gave you a clear-cut promise.
Yes.
A promise is a promise. You can't give me a promise and then when you come, you make excuses. Now, the Hashem and say, what kind almost and I'm the nebrosa. Why do the people vote for you?
You are now in power.
Yes. And the situation is worse. Do you know the number of water plants are shut down as we speak? I am processing water because of galamsey. The government itself is an enabler of galamsey. The government is buying the illegal gold, the process of crime. And yes, I say.
Government is buying
illegal gold, process of crime. Gold don't say I thought 40 tons in a move 60%.
That will mean that Gold Board is engaging in illegal.
And I said they are buying illegal gold. They are buying galamsey gold. Okay.
What facts?
Na me fact. Oman penny anka. Oman penny anka was announced. No catch was 60% of the gold na ye export on your tough small scale miners.
Small scale in your
90% of small scale miners research shows some illegal miners. Please.
Based on.
Oh no, there's there. What to Minerals Commission? That research has been there.
Small scale galamsey.
May say 90% of small scale miners are engaged on illegal mining.
Okay, so they buy from.
That is what it says. You see, don't let us play with this galamsey matter.
Nobody's playing.
This government comes to tell us, oh, because you are increasing, or say, almost stop it smuggling. Now, your months in mom. I didn't know stop it smuggling. Oh, 40 tons here, yenye. Sankan say, I stop it smuggling. Sankan and come to Beko. You haven't stopped smuggling. You know what you have done? You have provided a market for illegal gold. It was illegal, so they didn't have a market to sell it. You have willingly embraced them. And so they are bringing you the illegal gold. That's why your tonnage is going up. And you think you are stopping smuggling. You are actually buying crime. You are buying people's lives. You are buying blood gold in the name of my stop it smuggling. And then all of you are seated. And I'm more crazy, a buying. And a dollar buffum so antiakosi ebre inflation aba fam so atako so aka kosoro we your friend say fuel aba fam so mo fi kuma akra kokuma say transport fi 90 ko 110 no 120 what won penny sem da and nobody is questioning the government mu fi say manya yen e ka mo dem ye MPP fo nti yen o yenya na team. This is the same thing that this government did between 2009 and 2012. Edu 2013 no mind butu, and we all saw what happened. All we are saying is that let's praise the government where we need to praise him.
Okay.
Like I have done. They brought dollar down. They brought inflation down. They brought fuel prices down. But Abayin, why you should answer us? You should give us a response as to why Sanyama when in Abafem and so the positive effects in the lives of the people. At least tell us something. But don't shut us all down.
That's who and now be a
when
why
wakatu at the amount 2024 and the amount 2025 say biaka say bianka are you spending less now than you were spending 2024? You are spending less now than what do you spend on?
Also was spending
what do you spend on? What do you spend on? Chemadina was spending a less but
also was spending less.
There less.
Oh, so bizarre.
No, Mr. Say follow up.
On a random person.
No, so ask. What are you spending less on?
Dennis, Ubisane say, General Ubisane say.
Not in a second question. What to be answer first? I want to be answer second. No, so Jambu say, what is the less thing you are spending money on?
Ubisane say life I better. I know say I am
what are you spending less on? Oh, let's say something. You see, the fact of the matter is say you can mask it. You can hold on. You can mask it. Oma. You can mask it.
What pick one Ghanaian now say the life in 2024 compared to now. Better. I know say I was say I didn't.
No, why not? Mankasa identity. Me say Boba
the
yes. That's what Obama would way. He was say Omai ko ye. Because what's your call here because dollar?
May say this is the question.
And I may say, what's say a call here because of dollar?
I sit here for the people.
And I don't know, I sit here for who?
So
42% of the population didn't vote for NDC, they voted for MPP. I can confidently say that I sit here for them.
41.7.
Almost 42%.
Almost
whatever it is.
41.7.
Over 40% of the people, I sit here for them. So I sit here for the people. So what are you talking about? So which people do you represent?
I don't represent anybody.
So what are you talking about?
I represent the 41 and 50.
You don't. You don't represent the 41. At least maybe I have a color.
No.
You don't have a color.
I represent 100.
You don't have a color.
I represent 100. I represent the 100.
The fact of the matter is you can mask it.
Oh, true.
You can hide it.
Oh, yeah.
But Antiakosia Mama Bobacho is not a lie. There is nowhere in any of this data that is a lie.
Yes.
Each of the data is true. The fact of the matter is that people who travel from Accra to Kumasi are paying more for transport. People who pay electricity in Ghana are paying more for electricity. People who are buying Milo are buying more. People who are buying farm milk are paying more. People who are paying for water are paying more. The University of Ghana students are paying more for fees and hostel. Yeah. This is the reality of the people. If your definition is that on minimum year for these people, they are saying otherwise and they are giving you their conditions.
Of course, they have the right to say what they feel and how they feel about the situation. Etina ubusa one person say feel okay or so on the feel okay. Obebi so.
Ebi on $1 say skeni. Or the dollar didwa.
One akopeke was.
Oh, debi. Omo the dollar didwa no dey. Say na me peki we be say how here.
Me pese share in 2 minutes. Dr. Bawumia chances on the 31st of January because a lot of people and right in the campaign.
Obi say wow community. If it was Adroba.
Oh, turn on north.
Adroba. Yes, say won show ni na say.
Then na say.
So wow na won your demonstration na won frame make am. Yen you demonstration. Me kwa be jaw.
Me kwa me frame.
Me ba be jaw.
Because galamsey.
Me say in the next 3 weeks ye demonstration ma ko jaw.
I also me nya tools me kwa demonstration.
We nya the tools.
Tools, yes.
Tools be.
Oh me gada.
Demonstration we nya tools. Oh, you have a voice. Announce so be no chena be ko ni pegu.
My ye ho asem kwa.
Me kwa ko jaw. Almost say nsuo.
Your best stop you be galamsey.
Say we my full 11 cities. Na we kunya di anka me ento e full 14 cities. The entrance.
Galamsey the obi anso so. Me pesa me busa Dr. Bawumia chances in 2028. Say otime we ni we ya. And na we na obe we no on the 31st of January the chances to say.
Oh, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I think say he's Meno Kasi Echina Yebi Northern region.
Okay.
Na Yaba Shanti.
Okay.
I want to be a last region. Maybe 276 constituencies. The conversation has been very clear. The party people across the country in APC winning 2028.
Yeah.
Until we are simply looking for a leader, Ukrainian Mamieno. Obet me win power my any two. Obet me abua atichiro my.
Right.
enema mienu because you see MPP we are not just there to win political power. We are there to make a difference. And nothing between you and NDC, you bet me about national health insurance, you bet me about free maternal care, capitation, basic education, NDC for be banko konkete and then baku mienu be pay free sanitary pad nasa. So I just say we want to develop the country. And see some commodity na akoswa until na bengu say na say mwadwo. Mwaju because delegates no see an for me on decision.
Settled.
Oh, says yeah, okasa now the boys are being separated from the men.
Okay.
Because akwa manesi.
Right.
What you say now the conversation is that listen, let's go with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia because electoral history you're behind him. On my way mu obi eniwa oba for the first time as a presidential candidate who win power. Just or act or so as president. E bin see that. Obi a obebia olusu for the first time be olusu.
MPP.
No, MPP ni NDC na. Obi Elusu. Kofo ba for the first time against Rollins Olusu ye. Oba second time na me ose ba for the first time Kofo win ye. Me ose ba second time friend is saying second time na Kufa ba for the first time no me ose win ye Kufa Olusu ye. Kufa ba ne more second time no. You know, so that's how it works.
Yeah.
So the NDC are going to lose that strength of Mahama, which is a household name, has been president before, has been vice president before. They have to come with a new candidate. Our biggest advantage in say we also have in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a former vice president, household name, well marketed, known by everybody. Even various sectors will be able to tell you what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say oba ya momo, and that's our biggest advantage. And we believe so. No better to me yesa kwenya na me to be winning 2028 in 10 terms so. Saying all the other five people. Either 4 people. It doesn't mean say the other 4 people no be a bibi mfonso bi wo. Me my view, I think say any of them can beat any NDC candidate because the NDC and Opa market. I'll come here again.
Okay.
Sir, Crocodile John packaging, reverse you on the money. By the time they do 2028, a bit dead. It will show. It works. They will be exposed because the reality will catch up with them.
Right.
You can't keep a facade for a very long time. You can't be say dollar. Accommodate also dollar. Be a dollar. You can't do that forever. By 2028, the people will ask you the real questions, and they will not be able to respond.
Falling down.
Oh, it's almost falling off.
Okay.
You can hear from the women. It's falling off. Okay. It will fall off. So I just say the reality will catch up with everybody. All those pretending someone to catch up. Now, when it eventually does catch up, we need somebody that can hold the fort for the people and drive this country forward. And that's Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Nehojo. Okaseye, Boadu, Ondiatem. Or what or mantra be because you don't have to shout to be heard. You don't have to shout to lead. You don't have to yell to lead. That's what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is. The temperament, the femboko
presidential.
Oh, when you say presidential, dia Ghana for a door epe. Many say they be a presidential, but dia Ghana for door epe. Presidential ne say udi obuobe matimemu for.
Okay.
Udi obuobe ma oman for. Na dia obe kase obe ye no obe ya momo. That's all there is about it.
Okay.
Men 1990 omanim influence mani so eno de oyɛ saa na kyɛ sɛ
moya mo analysis no percentage be na say me aka be 2 weeks and a little dear na man for come
me dey me say me politics twa me fuma me started politics me this 16 me tia say me call elections me of an dambotwe yen call elections in Ghana be 100% ye pe 50 plus 1 dey winning ye then
50 plus 1
me nya bia ka ho ye be the powder be go so but dey be me ye winning ye why me nya 50 plus 1 ye winning
enti ye be hu 31st of January said Dr. Bawumia na elidi
nya me ya dom na nyankopɔ tonso pe gu ye so
ye be say hwe wanim na ya hwe they're going forward.
No. Next 2 weeks, meba. Ni abeka Bawumia there. No. So man, careful. Like the Bawumia nko. I very say kawi.
Oh no, issues for her.
Next 2 weeks, no. Meba before the week before Saturday, no.
Yeah.
I better 31st. Meba. No, yakaba Bawumia proper.
Yeah, be sure when.
Meba.
Eti Dennis Miracle Aboagye na ye no edi enkomo no Miracle.